Good morning, my dear students. I hope that all of you are fine and healthy and all of you are enjoying the online English classes. So, by looking at the present picture or at the present slide, you can easily understand that today also we are going to learn the simple past tense. Students, this is the final part of the topic called the simple past tense. You can see in this picture, she sang a song, second form of sing. I walked, second form of walk. Did she stand? Okay, second form of do. So this is the time for review as it is the final part or it is part 5, so it is the time for review. So you can think, what shall we review today we shall review or we shall revise or we shall recapitulate whatever we have learned in the part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4 videos of simple past tense. So basically we have learned several things. What have we learned? We have learned the definition of simple past tense. We have learned the structure. Structure means how to frame. Affirmative means positive, negative, and interrogative means question type sentences using the simple past tense. We have also learned forms. Forms means present form, past form and past participle form of several regular and irregular verbs. And we have also learned the uses. I mean how to use or where to use the simple past tense. So today we shall look or we shall revise all these things at a glance. So objectives. So what are the objectives or what can be the objectives of making the final part or part 5? At the end of this periods means the earlier 4 videos, the pupils means students should be able to figure out the verb from group of words in a sentences. Students can convert present tense verbs into past tense in a right way. Students can distinguish or differentiate between regular and irregular verbs in the past tense verb clearly. Okay, so let's get started, students. The definition. The simple past tense describes actions and states that began and ended at a specific time in the past. Okay, this is the definition. So as per this definition, the simple past tense is that tense that describes the actions or activities or events or states or happenings that began means that started and also ended at a specific time in the past. Okay, students, I hope I have made it clear. So in order to understand the definition in a clearer way, we need to learn some more examples. So just look at the examples. It stopped raining. They invited their friends. She walked to school. They watched a film. Juniors arranged a farewell party for the seniors. I wrote a letter. You solved a sum. You can easily understand that in each and every example, you can see the second form of the main verb. Okay, now the uses or where to use simple past tense. First one, completed actions in the past. We use simple past tense to refer the completed actions in the past to express the idea that an action started and also finished at specific time in the past. For example, I saw a movie yesterday. I didn't see a movie yesterday. Last year, I traveled to Japan. Okay, here Japan is the name of a country. So the J of Japan will be in the capital later. Okay, students, I hope I have made it clear to all of you that an action started and also finish. We use simple past tense. Now second one, a series of completed actions. We use simple past tense to refer a series of completed actions. To list or to make a series of completed actions in the past, we use the simple past tense. These actions happened like first action completed, second action completed, third action completed, fourth action completed, and so on. It carried on. For example, I finished work, first action completed. Walked to the beach, second action. And found a nice place to swim. Okay, third action completed. Okay, now 3 number, duration in past. So simple past tense can be used with a duration which starts and stops in the past. A duration is a longer action often indicated by some time expression such as for 2 years, for 5 minutes, all day, all year, etc. Or you can write last year, last day, last weekend. For example, I lived in Japan for 2 years. Aisha studied Japanese for 5 years. They sat at the beach all day. We talked on the phone for 30 minutes. Okay. Habits in past. To describe a habit which stopped in the past, it can have the same meaning as used to. In order to refer the habits, we can use used to. To make it clear, we are thinking about a habit. We often add expressions. For example, always, often, usually, never, when I was a child, when I was younger. For example, I studied French when I was a child. It means I used to study French when I was a child. Did you play a musical instrument when you were a kid? So, when you were a kid, when you were a kid, at that time, it was your habit to play musical instrument. Now the structure for affirmative sentences. So what can be the structure of making affirmative sentences in simple past tense? First of all, you need to use subject. Here the subject is I. Then second form of verb, took. Took is the second form of the main verb take. Take, took, taken. Plus object, tea. I took tea. Okay, students. So, for affirmative sentence, you need to use subject plus second form of the main verb plus object. Okay. Now, we need to also understand regular verbs and irregular verbs. Most verbs are regular. So, regular verbs are those whose past tense and past participles are formed by adding a D or an ED to the end of the verb. For example, to roll is a good example of a regular verb. So, roll, rolled, rolled. Okay. So, by adding ED, you can simply make the past form and also the past participle form. Okay, students, you can also say call, called, called. Irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are common verbs in the English language that do not follow the simple system of adding D or ED. Okay, while making the past form of irregular verb, you need not to add D or ED to the end of the word to form the past tense. Okay, that means the spellings can be a little tricky. Yes, students. Some irregular verbs, just see, drink, drank, spring, sprang, know, knew, blow, blew. You can easily see the past form of this irregular verbs. Drink, drank, spring, sprang, like that. Now the structure for negative sentences. How to frame negative sentences using the simple past tense. First of all, subject. Here your subject is Aisha. Then you have to add the second form of the auxiliary verb do. So did, and as it is negative, so not. And after that, you have to use first form of main verb, help, and that, and then object. So Aisha didn't help me, or Aisha did not help me. Here you need to understand that after the auxiliary verb, you have to use the first form of the main verb. Some more examples, negative sentences with time expressions. Just have a look. I didn't live in flat during my last summer holidays. I didn't or I did not go to Karachi last July. Here you have to remember one thing while framing negative sentences, that in negative sentences you have to use the second form of the auxiliary verb, and then you have to use the first form of the main verb. Like I did. Did is the second form of the auxiliary verb do, and then the main verb is leave. Okay. Now the structure for interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means question type sentences. First of all, this is yes no type sentence. First of all, you have to use did. First of all, you have to use the second form of your auxiliary verb, and here your auxiliary verb is do. So you have to use did, then your subject, then you have to use first form of the main verb, help, plus object. So did Aisha help me? This is the example of yes no type question. Just have a look to some more examples to learn it in a better way. Did he work yesterday? So in order to understand the interrogative sentence, you have to use the second form of the auxiliary verb, that is did, and first form of the main verb, work. Did she see him last night? It will be LAST, last night, okay? Did you go to the supermarket? Did she play football? Did you live in Lahore? Did you want to learn English? So, did she see him last night? It will be LAST. Okay, so did second form, and then you have to use see. Okay, now the structure of interrogative sentence using WH words. First of all, you have to use WH word. Then you have to use second form of the auxiliary verb, that is did here. Then you have to use subject, she. After that, again I am repeating that in simple past tense, while framing interrogative sentence, you have to use second form of the auxiliary verb and first form of the main verb, meet, and object, her friend. When did she meet her friend? Okay, so now look at some more examples to learn it in a better way. What did you read? Okay, where did they go by bus? When did she watch TV? Why did he come home? Who did or whom did Jane help? Okay, there. So this way, while putting or while writing the second form of the auxiliary verb and by using the first form of the main verb, you can frame interrogative sentences. Now it's the time to learn some or to do some exercises. For you students, you will do it in your copy. Write the sentences using the past simple or simple past form of all the verbs. And all the verbs here you can see regular. And you know very well how to frame or how to get the second form of the regular verbs. So children dash dress quickly. I dash help my mother in the kitchen. We dash walk in the park. They dash wash their clothes in the bathroom. We dash watch an interesting film. Rohan dash play basketball. The girl dash skip in the bracket skip very first. It dash rain in the bracket a lot. Henry dash kite down the hill. So you can easily understand that you have to put or you have to write the second form of the verbs here. Okay, students, and those who still haven't watched the earlier 4 videos of simple past tense, please watch so that you can easily do these exercises at home. So now it's the time to learn or to do some more exercises. So write the past and the past participle of the verbs in the chart. Okay. Past and past participle we have also learned in part 4 videos. Okay, so eat, drink, play, dance, think, meet, work, wash, watch, write, read, buy, begin, sleep, cook, drive, sing, ring, bring, catch, teach. Okay, here 21 verbs you are getting. You have to write the past form and also the past participle form. Some more verbs: clean, study, put, break, understand, leave, speak, call, have, do, leave, is or are, see, know, give, cut, fly, enjoy, travel, arrive, win, swim, dry, go, forget, pay, sell, lose, learn. So students, you have to write present forms of these verbs are given. You have to write the past and past participle forms. Okay, don't worry students, you will get a list of present, past and past participle forms in a PDF file on Friday in your school website. You have to download that PDF file from your school website. Okay, on Friday you will get it. So thank you very much students. Have a great day ahead, and please do those exercises that I have shown in this video and your copy. And till then, please be happy, stay safe at your homes. Okay, thank you very much.